Hi friends, I hope you all are doing great. It's me, Nikki here, and I'm excited to come to you today with a planner setup. Haven't done one of these in a while, and I'm going to be setting up a business planner, and it is personal size, and I'm excited to show you all the elements that I'm going to include, so let's get started. Okay friends, let's jump into the planner, but before I get started, if you have not gotten my new book, Beautifully Organized at Work, definitely grab your copy. Thanks to everyone who has ordered it. And also, if you've ordered it from Amazon, I would love for you to leave me a review. I have been enjoying reading the reviews, and it's so helpful to the book and to other people purchasing the book. So definitely, if you have the book, go over to Amazon and leave me a review. I would greatly appreciate it. So now let's jump into that planner. So the great thing about this actually, and not great, but what's special about this actual planner is Filofax is a company that's kind of based out of England. And so she is actually from England. So this is extra special here. And so I'm going to just unwrap it. We're sort of like unboxing it here together. It does come with a lot of the components here. And we're going to actually take several of that out so that we can really customize this planner for Lisa. But look at that, friends. It is so beautiful. I love it. It's just gorgeous. And again, it's something that she can really carry and take on the go. So now let's reset it. It does have the silver hardware. And when you're putting your planner together, those little details are important to think about. Like if you have silver hardware, then you want to get a pen that actually has silver hardware, or you may want a pen that has gold hardware and do a combination of silver and gold. But in the end, aesthetically, what you're looking for is what you want to kind of shop for with your accessories for your planner. So now we've emptied the planner out. You guys know how I am. I like starting with a blank canvas and then rebuilding it into our customized planner. So the ring sizes are nice size for the personal size. You can see she can fit a good bit in there. She has a place here that she can tuck business cards. She also has a place here where she can tuck her pen. So the pen that I wanted to get her, I know I wanted it to match her planner, but I also wanted it to be something of quality, something to say, congratulations, girl. And so this is a cross pen. And if you, I may have shared this before, but this is actually my very first pen because when I graduated high school, I had got a cross pen that I was obsessed with. And ever since, I have been a lover of cross pens. I think they're just beautiful. They're great writing instruments. And so I was able to find on Amazon the perfect match to her planner. And I will leave a link to both the planner and the pen down below in case you're that purple girl and you want to put together this same setup for yourself. And again, this is for her for work. We're setting this up for her for work. Keeping it very minimal, just what she needs. As someone who is starting out with a planner, I don't want to overwhelm her with a bunch of inserts and things like that. So I'm just putting the essentials and talking about that. Sometimes I like these small rewards of just seeing these two together before I really build it up. And I love it. I think it looks so beautiful and it looks very professional when she goes into her meetings. She has her beautiful cross pen. You'll notice the silver coordinates. You know I'm all about that coordinate there. So we're good to go there. So now what I want to do is I want to start with the essentials, which is the first thing that she is going to see when she opens her planner. And that is going to be a dashboard. And the dashboard is that initial thing that is the first thing that you see when you open your planner. And so I have a couple options here that I am looking at to use, and these are from my stationery line, French Tulip Stationery. Thank you to everyone who is my dedicated customers. You have been enjoying the line, and I'm coming out with things every month. So these are a few of the dashboards, and one says Sparkle, which I'm almost leaning towards that one, especially with this being a new role for her. I have one here that has Organized, and then I have Coffee First, then Excellence, which I'll definitely use this one within the planner, but I don't think it's going to be the first thing that she sees. And so you always want the first thing in your planner, your dashboard, to be something that's really inspiring. Another thing that it can be is it can be your name and your contact information so that in the event that you lose the planner, it can get back to you. So Let's put that in there. And you see what I just did? That's a no-no. Let me show you this. And I have a bad habit of it. I try not to do it, but you never want to open your rings by pulling them, because then you will eventually get them out of alignment. You always want to open them this way, and that'll preserve your planner, okay? So then we're going to put our dashboard in, and that's going to be the first thing. And so as you can see here, that'll be the first thing that she sees when she opens her planner. So one thing that I found on Amazon that I want to share with you that I think is just adorable, let me pull it here, are these little field, they call them field notebooks or just little mini notebooks. And they come in this set here. Found it off Amazon, but look at these colors. They're fun, they're beautiful. And I saw this one here that had the purple that really matched her planner, so that I thought that would be a cute one. So I'm gonna put that one to the side as an option. I also thought that this would be a beautiful combination to kind of incorporate in her planner, the purple with the teal. I think those colors together are just very complementary. So I thought that that could be a beautiful touch with it there. So I may even just keep it purple and then just put this in her packaging if she wants to switch it out. So that's that. So they also have another kind of like a, maybe more of a royal blue color. I don't know how it's translating on camera. And then they have the beautiful pinks with the gold and the teal. So that's really a beautiful combination. But you get this whole pack, and so it's really good. So I'll put the link to those also below. But I think I'm just gonna initially go with this. You guys know I love my color coordination. And with this, I will say the purpose of this is to have, you all know I like having a little notebook in my planner as a reference book. And so this is the little book where you keep all of those essential little notes that you refer to all of the time. This may be little codes that you use when you're working on the computer. This may be little training notes that you have. So such as if, you know, she has a certain process in her new role and she just needs the steps outlined, she may kind of take a page, title it, whatever that job responsibility is, and then outline the steps. Her little go-to book. So this is the book that anytime she needs that quick reference, she would put it in here, and then she could have it right here in her planner. Another great use for a little field planner, for your business planner, is to use it for your meeting notes. So I have meeting notes that I'm going to put in here for her when she has meetings, but if she doesn't want to do that, she can have one little field book where anytime she goes to one of her nonprofit meetings, she can just put all the notes in here. It makes it easy to reference. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the back end, I'm going to slide it into this pocket here so that it tucks away really nicely and it's easy for her to always have it. As soon as she opens her planner, it's easily accessible for her there. And then she's even still able to access the back with her business cards and things like that. So business cards would be tucked in here, and then she has her little reference notebook right next to her pen, so she's always ready. And then we've put the dashboard in there also. So now let's keep it moving. So friends, one thing that is key with your planners is having markers, places where you can identify sections within your planner, because this makes it easy for you to get to those sections when you're working. And so I had bought a bundle of a variety of these little magnetic marker, page markers, and they're just in so many, I mean, it's a ton of them in a pack. Again, I got these off Amazon. This says Saved by Grace, Trust in the Lord. There's just all kinds of, man, it was a whole pack of them. So it feels like it was 100 in the box, but I'm going to put a few throughout this planner in here. You may even want to put some in your little kind of mini notebook, but of course I can just kind of snap this around here, and that way she has it there. She can even snap it in there wherever she wants it, put them on the pages. But it's good to have identifiers, places where you can put little identifiers. So now that we have the initial setup of the planner, or the front end of the planner done, let's go to the core. And if you are new to planning, or you do not have a planner, but you feel like your day is a little chaotic and you want a planner to kind of help you get some structure, there's a lot of things out there, so it can get confusing. So I want to give you the basics, and that's what I want to give Lisa, because this is kind of out of the norm for her having a planner. So I want to show her how to use this. So there's 3 essentials you need. Just like when you get up in the morning, you need your shirt, your pants, your shoes in order to successfully leave your house. To successfully can't talk, start your day, you need 3 essentials. And those 3 essentials are: 1, your calendar, that's your pants. You need your day on a page or something to plan out your day on, and that's your shirt. And then you need that consolidated to-do list, and that is your shoes. So those 3 are the essentials for your planner. So if you're getting into planning, there's so many different inserts and things out there on my site and other sites, but those are the 3 to start with, and then everything else is just a bonus or extra. So let's do that for Lisa. So the first thing we need is our calendar, like we talked about. This is the first of that 3 essentials. And why the calendar is important is not only for you to see dates, but it is solely for you to put appointments. Whenever an appointment comes up, this is where you jot it down. And it's really the purpose of this is to capture all of those scheduled appointments. And so this calendar is specifically from my stationery line. I have a home stationery line and a work stationery line, and it's called French Tulip Stationery. I'll link it down below, and you can go there and order all kinds of inserts, inspirational cards, pads, all kinds of things. Also, I do want to say they do come in 4 different sizes. This is the smallest. This is the personal size planner, but I also have the A5. I have also the half letter and the letter size. So I'll definitely link that site below. But this is the calendar that we're going to put in first here. And again, our month of calendar. Remember to open properly, reminding myself. And I'm going to put that the whole year is in here. You don't have to keep the whole year in your calendar. You can do it by quarter, keep 3 months at a time. You can keep 6 months at a time, whatever keeps your planner comfortable to flip. It's important to be able to flip, okay? So 1, you have all of your appointments here. They're all on your calendar. So the next thing that you want is you want that consolidated to-do list. So you want a to-do list where anytime something comes up, you have somewhere, and this is our master to-do list. This is our weekly to-do list. So you can break down tasks by the week, but you can just have regular note paper in there and just keep a consolidated to-do list. What I do encourage you with your to-do list is to separate it. So have one for home, have one for work, for church, for all the different things that you do, but they all be in the same section. The other thing I want to let you know is in my French Tulip stationery line, I do have a to-do list insert coming out soon where it'll let you on one page schedule for those 3 different areas of your life. So definitely look for that to come. And if you're not a part of the French Tulip Stationery Instagram, definitely come over there, because then you'll see whenever I release new products, and I'll put the link to that below also. And then of course our final is our day on a page. And what a day on a page is, it is that tool that lets you plan out your day. Everything, when you look at your schedule and you look at your to-do list, this is where you're plugging in all of that information. You basically are using 1 page per day. It has all of the times here on the side so that you can then plan out what you're going to do for the day. So how this works is you have your 3 components in here, and how it works is you take 15 minutes either in the morning or 15 minutes in the evening, whichever is your sparkle time, whichever works best for you, and you plan out your upcoming day, okay? So how you do that is you start with your calendar. Remember, your calendar is keeping all of your appointments. So you want to take a glance at it, see what appointments you have for today, plug them into the times on your day on a page, step 1. Step 2, you want to look at that to-do list. You want to look at all the things that are kind of on your to-do list, and understand with a to-do list that it's always going to have things on it. It's the reality of it being that actionable list. So it's okay. And it's just about, okay, these are the things that I think I can get done today. These are my top 3 things from my to-do list that I want to get done, and then plug them in here at the time you plan on doing them. Again, around those scheduled things like appointments, because your appointments have to go in here first so that you don't have any conflict. Then you come back, you plug in things from your to-do list. The next thing you want to do is you want to think about those routine things that you have to do every day. you know, get the kids off to school, check your emails. You know, this is a business planner, so it may be things like check her email. It may be things like pull a report that she has to pull every day. Then you go ahead and you plug in those routine items. You can even plan out your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, do your little meal planning here, calculate or kind of take accountability for drinking your water, has a fitness health section there, and a to-do list here for things that may follow up to this, that you need additional kind of notations here, maybe urgent things that you want to put there. So this is kind of the map that you use to kind of work everything out of planning your day. So in the end, once you finish that, you have your map for the day, you follow this, and then at the end of the day, you know that you've accomplished your mission for your day. So that's kind of that there, okay? So those are the 3 essentials for starting your planner. So we're gonna keep those there in the front of the planner. I am going to tab them out in a second, but I wanna put the rest of the bonus items that I'm adding to the planner. So remember, when you're putting together your planner, you always start with those 3 things, your essentials, and then you can start adding in the bonus items. These are the things that you say will be helpful to you. So one thing I think that will be helpful to Lisa to help her throughout her workday are meeting notes. She's going to be doing a lot of meetings. So this is, again, from my stationery line, this is a meeting notes insert, and it'll let you kind of document the place, date, time, who's the facilitator, and then take all of your notes there. And so then on the back here, while you're in the meeting, you can also jot down any follow-up that comes up in the meeting. Also, it has just kind of a little, it's a guide to kind of help you get all the information from the meeting that you need. So who attended the meeting and all of that kind of good stuff. So we'll put that, let's open the correct way, didn't need that dropped. And then let's put our meeting notes. And again, when you're putting inserts in your planner, you don't have to put the whole pack. You can put a month's worth, you know, because you want to be able to flip in your planner. So I may eventually take some of these out so that it's not overly full. Or I may leave them in and let Lisa take them out when she gets there, just to keep them safe, okay? So the next bonus is notes, just giving her a place to write any notes that she has. So she may have training notes because she's in training. She may have training notes that she wants to jot down. She may have meetings with her team that she wants to kind of keep here. It's just a blanket notes page for you to take notes. It does have where you can put the date that you took the notes, which can be helpful in a lot of instances there. And then also, one thing that I wanted to include, because it is a nonprofit and she is the director and she'll be working with a lot of their budget and things like that, I did want to put the monthly budget sheet in here. So I figured that could probably be helpful to her as she is kind of running her new role as the director. And so I thought that this would be important to put in here. And so we're going to add that in there. And that'll be the last one that I add for now. And of course, Lisa will be able to tweak this and add inserts that she finds that she loves. But again, essentials, those 3 things, the calendar, the day on the page, and the to-do list are always the main ones. They're gonna stay. Everybody else who comes along, they are the extras. She may put a meal plan in there and make it a home and work planner, whatever she decides to do, but she has her essentials towards the front there. So that's that there. So one thing that I did, and one tip that I want to share with you. So if you do not have dividers in your planner, like the kind of month of dividers or dividers for each section in your planner, one budget-friendly, simple way to fix that is buy these little magnetic kind of page identifiers, for the lack of a better word to say. But what I did was I put one at the front of each section of her, not the essentials, but her extras. So for the meeting notes, so she can easily kind of flip here and easily get to it. The same for the monthly. And then also I have one here for the notes. So that's kind of like it can be permanent or temporary fix for when you're trying to identify where your sections start or stop. And also the great thing about it is there's no tabs, because you can see it's just really just very subtle, but you can easily flip to. So that's that. So the next thing that we want to do is, because her essentials is just that, essential, we want her to really identify those. Those really need to be where she can see, flip, and go. So that's where I'm going to utilize these brass Midori tabs. You all know this is no stranger to me when I'm putting together a planner. But I love these because they're durable, they're easy to flip, they're gorgeous. And so we're going to take 3 of these and we're going to do one for her essentials. There's going to be one for her calendar, one for her list, and one for her daily, which is the day on the page. Okay, so we have our tabs done and we've inserted kind of from the printer. I went on the printer and printed out daily, list, and calendar. And so those again are those essentials. Those are the 3 essentials that are a must for your planner. Everything else is extra. And so let's go ahead and put those in. So let's start with our calendar because that's the very first thing that we have. And we'll kind of put it on this first one here. Let's do this one here. And we'll put it there, slide it on. And sometimes I like to kind of arrange these, not sometimes, all the time. I like to arrange these so that they're in alternate positions so that I can easily see them. So we're going to slide this one down to the beginning here. And then the next one we have is our to-do list. So we're going to go past our calendar. And we have our dashboard here for our to-do list, but I'm going to match it up so that it just is about right here. Okay, and then we'll stick that on there. And have our list, it's tight on there. And the other thing about the dashboard, which is great to use to put your Midori tabs on, it makes it so that it's tight so that they don't move around. Sometimes if it's on thin paper or thinner paper, it will move around and you have to do maybe two pieces of paper together. But if you do it on a dashboard, it's really durable, okay? And then, or it doesn't move around, rather is what I'm saying. And then our last is our day on a page. And so let's put on our dashboard here. Let's make sure that we're alternating properly so that when she looks, she can see all 3. So we'll put that on the edge. And then we're gonna put that back behind there like that. Okay, and so now when we flip, let's move this down a little bit. See, we wanna adjust a little bit. Let's move list down. This needs to come down a little bit. There we go, so that it's nice and even, because you know it's all about the aesthetics. We need to move back a little bit more. It's all about how you visually see in the morning. That's a motivator, and what you see in the morning is a motivator. That's why your dashboard is so important, because it's the first thing you see and it's going to help you connect with your planner. Another thing is I encourage you to name your planner. So I'm going to ask Lisa to name her planner. Perfect there. Name her planner so that she can connect with it. It's her personal assistant. Give it a name so that you can really connect with it, whether it's Betsy, Susie, Janice, whatever the case may be. But here you see prominent are the essentials. That is a reminder that although we have this beautiful planner with the pen and all that, that's nice, but these 3 are going to be the life-changing components here to really help that productivity throughout the day. So that calendar, list, and daily. And so I love that the tabs represent that. It's kind of prominent. She knows that that's her essential, and then everything else is extra. So let's close it up. And look how it, let's see, put there, get my button there. And you'll notice that the Midori tabs are in gold, but all the other hardware is silver. It's because you can only get them in gold right now. And I have not found any in silver or any other color. I had a few in a different color from some years ago, but that is totally fine and it looks good. There you can see. I do need to put her a fly leaf in the back so that it keeps it structured, but that is her planner. This is her very compact, beautiful business planner. She can throw it in her purse. It's really easy to go, and it has all of the essentials that she needs when she can flip through. And as you can tell, it's easy. Even though we have all of her inserts here, she can flip to her calendar. And let's do it. Let me show you. So she comes in the daytime. She comes in the morning, she's planning out her day. The first thing she does is she wants to go to her calendar. And she flips to her calendar, go to the proper month, look at what appointments she has plugged in. Then what she wants to do is she wants to flip over to her daily and add that onto her day on a page. Then she flips back and she wants to go to her list. And this is where she has that to-do list and that consolidated to-do list. And she picks those top 3s that she wants to get done for the day. Goes back to her daily, plugs them in. And then she goes through, maybe wants to schedule her breakfast, lunch, and dinner, all of that, good to go. So I am loving it. I think that this is going to be a great tool for her in her new role. Thank you for joining me on this journey of putting it together. If you're not on my Instagram, At Home with Nikki, I would love for you to join me over there. Don't forget to go get my new book, Beautifully Organized at Work. I have been getting so much great feedback about it. I hope you enjoy it. I also talk about planning and planner setup in that, so it can be helpful for that also. It tackles things from working from home, working mobily, working in the office, working with coworkers, how to have a beautiful work life. And it's really just all about that. And also, if you don't know, I have multiple Instagrams. I have At Home with Nikki, which is the core. I have At Work with Nikki, which I focus on work organization. I also have At Home with Bentley and Albert's Instagram, which they are pet focused. And then I also have French Tulip Stationery Instagram, because that focuses on the stationery line. So I will list all of those below, along with everything that I used today. And I hope that you found this helpful. If you are one that you want something to really help you better manage your day, and you thought about planners but you just did not know where to start, you can just get that beautiful planner in that size that fits you, find that beautiful pen, and then grab those 3 essentials and then start there. Everything else can come later, but if you start there, that's an excellent start. Friends, thank you so much for being here today. I will see you at the next video, and this is Nikki saying goodbye.